All right, welcome to The Explainer. Listen, if you're in your 20s, you are sitting on what is basically a financial gold mine. Seriously. So today, we're going to unlock the secrets to building an incredibly strong foundation for your wealth, and we're starting right now.
Okay, let's just dive right in with a super important question, because I'm willing to bet the answer is not what you think. What is the single most powerful tool you have for building wealth? Right now, today.
So a lot of people think it's all about having this huge salary, right? And look, a good income is great, it definitely helps, but it is surprisingly not the most important piece of the puzzle for your long-term success. Not even close.
And it's for sure not about some lucky stock pick that just blows up overnight. I mean, chasing that's basically just gambling. It's not a real strategy for building a solid future. The real answer, the real tool, it's way more reliable than that.
So here it is. Your most valuable asset is time. That's it. It's the secret ingredient, the rocket fuel for something called compound interest. And that's just the fancy term for the magic that happens when your money starts making more money all by itself. Time is the one thing you can never, ever get back, and that's exactly why starting now is so incredibly important.
Okay, but before we can start building that foundation, we've got to clear the ground a little bit. There are some really common myths that hold so many people back. So let's just tackle 3 of the biggest ones right off the bat.
All right, first up, you've probably heard this one, maybe even said it yourself. I just don't make enough to save. It's this idea that saving is for people with big salaries, and that, a few bucks here and there won't make a difference. But let me tell you, that thinking is a total trap.
The truth, it's not about the amount you're saving. It's about the habit. Think of it like going to the gym. Building that discipline to save consistently, even if it's just a small amount every month, is like building a muscle. It's a muscle you're going to need for the rest of your life, and it only gets stronger the more you use it.
Okay, myth number 2, and this one is a biggie. The whole "I'll invest when I'm older" idea, it is honestly one of the most expensive financial mistakes you can possibly make. When it comes to building wealth, procrastination isn't just a bad habit, it's your worst enemy.
And just look at this. This chart shows you exactly what I'm talking about. It's the insane power of compounding in action. If you start at 25, you could end up with more than double what someone who starts at 35 has, even if you both invest the exact same amount each month. That 10-year head start, it's literally irreplaceable.
And last but not least, let's bust this myth that all debt is bad. It's so easy to paint all debt with the same brush, to see it as the big scary enemy. But the reality is a little more complicated. Seriously, learning to tell the difference between good debt and bad debt, it's like having a financial superpower.
All right, myths are busted. Let's get to our first core principle. Pay yourself first. And this isn't just some catchy phrase, okay? It's a complete shift in how you think about your money. See, most people get paid, they spend, and then they try to save whatever's left over. We're going to flip that completely on its head.
And a really simple way to start is with the 50-30-20 rule. It's a great framework. It basically gives every single one of your dollars a job. 50% goes to your needs, rent, food, the essentials. 30% is for your wants, fun stuff, entertainment. And then, the most important part, a non-negotiable 20% goes straight to your future. That's for savings and paying down debt.
Now, what's the absolute best way to make sure you actually do this? Automate it. Seriously, this is the magic trick. You set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your savings account, and you schedule it for the same day you get paid. The money is gone, poof, into savings before you even see it. It's the ultimate hack to outsmart yourself and those impulses to spend.
Okay, on to pillar number 2, build your financial framework. Think of this as your financial defense. It's your fortress. Before you can go on the attack and get aggressive with investing, you have to make sure that when life throws a curveball, and it will, it doesn't completely knock you off your game.
And the cornerstone of that defense is your emergency fund. It's your financial shock absorber. The goal here is simple. Start by saving $1,000 as fast as you can. Just get that first win. Then, build it up to cover 1 full month of your essential expenses. And from there, the big goal is to get to 3 to 6 months worth. Remember, this isn't money you're trying to grow. This is your safety net. It's pure stability.
And this gets back to that whole good debt versus bad debt thing we talked about. It's pretty simple when you break it down. Good debt helps you get things that can make you more money in the long run, like a reasonable student loan for a good degree, or a mortgage. Bad debt, that's the stuff that just drains your wallet, like high-interest credit card debt for things that lose value. You gotta attack that bad debt like it's your top priority.
All right, this is where it gets really exciting. Pillar number 3, invest in your future. Your defenses are up, your savings are on autopilot. Now it's time to put your money to work. It's time to make your money start making you money.
First things first, and this one is an absolute no-brainer. If your job offers any kind of retirement match, like for a 401k, you need to contribute enough to get the full match, period. If you don't, you are literally, and I mean literally, turning down free money. It's an instant 100% return. You can't beat that anywhere.
Okay, after that, you should really look into a Roth IRA. Here's why it's so awesome, especially for young people. You pay the taxes on the money now, while you're probably in a lower tax bracket than you will be later in your career. And in exchange for that, all that money, plus all the growth it makes for decades, it's all 100% tax-free when you take it out in retirement. It is an unbelievable deal for future you.
And the best part of all of this, you don't have to be some Wall Street genius picking stocks. Just use something simple and powerful, like a low-cost index fund. I love this analogy. Think of the whole stock market as a giant pizza. Instead of trying to bet on which single slice or topping is going to be the best, an index fund just lets you buy a tiny piece of the entire pizza. You get a little bit of everything, which means you're instantly diversified and it costs next to nothing.
And that brings us to maybe the most important rule in all of investing. You've probably heard it before, but it's so true. Time in the market beats timing the market. Don't sit on the sidelines waiting for the perfect moment to jump in. It doesn't exist. History shows us again and again that just consistently investing over the long haul is way more successful than trying to guess what's going to happen next. So yeah, the best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time, it's right now.
Okay, our final pillar, protect and keep learning. Look, it's not enough to just build this amazing structure. You have to protect it, you have to maintain it, and you have to keep getting smarter. This is what makes your financial foundation last for a lifetime.
I know. Insurance is not the most exciting topic in the world. But think of it as the ultimate safety net. It's the one thing that can stop a single bad event, a health scare, a car accident, from wiping out years of all your hard work. And listen, especially in your 20s, disability insurance is so important. Why? Because it protects your single biggest asset, your ability to go out and earn a living for the next 40 years.
So when you think about it, every single habit we've talked about today, paying yourself first, building that stable foundation, investing for the long haul, it's all a gift. It's a gift of freedom and options that you're giving to the person you're going to be in 10, 20, 30 years. But here's the thing, that foundation doesn't just build itself. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the very first brick you're going to lay today?